What is up, everyone? Straight trades. Market's crashing. It's crashing. This is exactly what we predicted, what some of the people predicted in the room. Exclamation. We're well on your path to 40%. Every video I do, he gets in there and says 40%. Buy gold. Well, looks like we're kind of on our way. I don't know if we take a pause here. This weekend we talked about the circuit breakers. I always said, I think one of my keys is we needed to hear something like that first. We needed the circuit breakers. We needed the pause. We needed that little chaos going on. But you know what? It was relatively smooth. So that kind of bothers me. I don't know if there was panic yet. And I actually placed a trade today, and I was probably too early. So a couple of things happened. So I looked at, let's pull up Amazon out. Well, first of all, we'll mess with the SPY. And over here is the minute chart, by the way. This is the minute to minute. And this is the monthly. And this is the SPY. So, you zoom in here, and we are just, we get a little close so I don't kind of mess it up. We basically, at that bottom of that candle, that's 19.38% off the high, right? And 20%, at least in my experience, it's good for a bounce, because that's bear market territory right there. Boom, 20% down, bear market. It's good for a territory. We generally just don't blast through that area. We could, because of course, the market could do anything. And I'm looking at these lows over here. Right there, and you see we're right there for the most part. So I think we're due. We can possibly get a bounce. So we had the circuit breaker kicked in. I don't know where we're gonna close today. I'm actually thinking we're gonna get one of those crazy rallies like we did last Friday that came out of nowhere. Whoever bought then is totally underwater, but because this is kind of reminding me of that day. Where are we at right now? As I do this, the Dow's down 2,054 points. The next circuit breaker goes off at, is it 13% down? So another 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 5, another 5 down. Now, I had some puts going on. I was going to make some good money, and I did for the most part. I didn't make the best money I possibly can. Cigar, what's up, man? SPY 275. Didn't you give me that number on Friday? Oh, wait a minute. Ain't we here? Yeah, we had 274.50, 274.45. So you're basically saying we're bouncing here, right? So many red candles. Looks like Betty White's birthday cake. Yep. So where was I getting at? Lost my train of thought. Oh, so the bounce. Yeah, I was just thinking, remember Friday, and it kind of went up, and I said everybody lost. If you bought that day, you lost, but you're way underwater. But I don't know. I forget it, man. I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, so I made a trade. I probably should have waited. And what made me, I glanced at Amazon. Let me pull this up. Let me pull up a weekly. Still kind of believe in this stock. I'm going to go from the high to the low. That stock is down 19.4, so it's got a better relative strength. It's better than the S&P. And what I noticed today was, this is the daily. Let me get rid of this right here. That right now is down 76 points. I'll pull out the 5-minute candle. Here's today's action, right? And right after the circuit breaker, for the most part, most stocks did, but it immediately ripped up. It was only down, I don't know, like 100. Is this down 76 now? I don't know. Let's say, what was the close over here? 1901. That's the open. 1773. So we was down. Damn, that was a lot. 1901 minus 1773. 128. But it bounced up quick, right? And then we was down 70, 80. And I'm like, wow, man, we was just limit down 2,000 points. And this thing is only down 70. So I put on a put spread where I sold I'm kind of shrinking it down, and it ends this Friday, where I sold the 1,700 right here and bought the 1600. I can't remember my credit. It was good credit though. And then I sold the 1650. I got a couple of trades on and bought the 1600. So kind of in there. I'm hoping that it kind of, even if we have a limit down day tomorrow, or maybe even the second half of today, we go down another 7%. I'm thinking, well, this thing only, for the most part, went down $70. So I'm 7, I'm 125 points away from the action. So I'm hoping it catches a bounce. And once it starts to bounce, those options should be expiring rapidly. So that's the trade I put on. And I noticed the same thing with Tesla. Tesla's not acting well now. It's kind of low. It was the same thing. It was even worse. Well, it really ripped up. So I put basically the same trade on with Tesla as well, but not as many contracts. So that was my 2 trades, but it's coming down. So this kind of faked me. I did it somewhere over here. I can't remember. And I was like, wow, damn, this thing is not wanting to bump up against the bottom. Didn't it bump up against the bottom? Yeah, Friday was bumping up against the bottom all day until that rally, which didn't just make no sense. And so we came right out of that limit area. We call it the limit area. And it was bouncing off the bottom. Let me talk. You said, is the market crashing? We are still going down. Yeah, I do think we're going down. Don't think. But I'm thinking we're maybe good for a bounce because the 20% mark. That's what I'm thinking. Just because I know oil crash kind of blindsided us for the most part. I don't think we've been going down already. We still way oversold. I don't think we need to go straight down still. Yeah, we going down, but straight down. That's what I wanted to talk about. I just remembered. Let me finish answering these questions. And Darren D, so now's a good time to buy. I think you can nibble. It depends on your long, how. If it's long-term money, I would definitely be nibbling. You know what I mean? If you're trying to trade, no, just wait. I would say wait a little bit further. But if you just, buying it now and selling it 10, 20 years from now or whenever, yeah, there's some good buys out there. I mean, this will be nothing. This will be a blip, if you got a big time horizon. I don't say don't jump all in. Just buy, just a little bit. And then when it goes a little lower, buy a little bit more. But yeah, it could get ugly. Nobody knows though. That's the thing, And then if let's say we rip up 2,000 points tomorrow, and let me tell you something, the next rip up will be huge, if whenever that is, and you're gonna be like, I missed it. I missed the bottom. But not saying that might not be the bottom, but it'll be a snapback, a bounce thing. The market just don't go straight down, and that's what it's been doing. So I'm thinking we could bounce here. But, I don't know. Maybe we bounce today, tomorrow. Maybe that end of day rally or whatever. Money in the bank. Oh, yeah, that's what I want to talk about. So, wait. All right. So, INO was up 17% today. Then tumbled because they filed to sell 50 million more stock. Yeah. So, it was up in all of this mess. 40%'s coming. Yep. I said it in the beginning of the video. It's coming to your fruition. Is that the right word? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, the next fall will be huge as well. The Fed will act after the next fall. Yeah, I don't know. What did they had like a little talking game today saying, "Oh, we're gonna do this. We're gonna be lowering rates," and I think it was one of the Fed governors, and we're gonna be doing something. But yeah, I guess after the it's ugly, man. Bonds is just telling them what to do. The 10-year went to was it 0.28? I don't know what it is now, but I mean, just last week it was like 1.3 or something like. It's just crazy. I mean, oh man. And then the 30-year is under a point. Okay, look, so Tesla's bouncing right there. Oh, so my trades, I had the options on. And if you was having options and wanting to get out, you must have known that the bid spread, the bid ask was crazy wide. I was like, oh man, they're gonna rip me off trying to get out of this position. And I thought about just holding it. I didn't get good fills at all. I got out about 10 o'clock, 10:15, somewhere around there. And my fills sucked, I should have just held it out, held it a little longer to the later of the day. But the market was ripping. You see the beginning. I was like, damn, I wanted to get out down here, man. I'm talking another 50, 60, 70. I mean, that was thousands difference. And yeah, so I was a little disappointed in the bid-ask spread. And I know that happens. When we go down hard, the spread's widen out. That's the market makers don't know what the hell is going to happen. So they taking people's money. You want to buy a put, a call? You want to sell something? You know, they getting big spreads on that. And yeah, my shitty ass fill. So I'm pissed off, and I just had to do it. If I wanted to get out, I had to pay the price. I still got mid fills, but the mid between this and this was huge, you know. So it is what it is. It was okay, but I just could have got. I think I left a few grand on the table. You does doubt the Fed will lower more. What happened today? Yeah. I don't know, man. I really have no answers. I have no guess. It's ugly. I feel sorry for them, man. It's like, oh man, there's a lot on the plate, you know, and anything they do or say can have huge coincidence, or you know what I'm saying? Huge. My vocabulary sucks, so forgive me. Huge consequences. That's it. Huge consequences, man. So, and once it happens, you can't take it back, you know. So I don't know if they coordinating with other nations, and you know, are they talking to Saudi Arabia, talking about, hey man, you know, I thought we was boys. We got to get that oil up, man. You need to stop pumping. Come on, we can work it out. You know, let's get back to the table. You know, so maybe that's the conversation they have. I don't know, you know. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if it's rates. You know, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. They got their hands full. You said money is free now. Just refinanced a home for from 2.5 to 2.5 from 4, I'm thinking. You said, and pulled out cash out to end. Nice. That's nice. If you got it for 30 years, I'm guessing. That's real. That's sweet. I remember my last home. I lost my home in a divorce, and I think I had like 3.8, 3.9, 4.1, something like that. I think it was 3.8. And I was all happy. Yeah, this is great. Got some cash out too, just like you said, and a lower payment. I mean, it's just, oh man, I can't believe I got such a rate. And the rate's been going down ever since. Yeah, that's awesome. Anyway, the big question is, what is the sign for the bottom? Panic. Just craziness. Buying the teeth of when it feels like the worst thing you can do is buy. I think that might be a close bottom. You know what I mean? It tends to go up when things just look the worst, like there's no hope. That tends to be the bottom. So buy that. That's my guess. And then like here, I'm just playing this 20% mark for the bounce. Okay, for the bounce. I don't think it actually goes higher. I'm not able to bounce 2% or whatever. But here, I think, because the Dow's down 8.1%. We're looking at Tesla. Let's pull up the Dow. And it looks like it's trying to go lower. It's not. We're probably going to close on a low today. But how low is low? Are we going to close at the next circuit breaker? I mean, because the VIX is up 31%, 54, right? So it can do that. It can, you know, I mean, shoot, just Friday, we ripped up at the end of the day, damn near 900 points. So if we went down 900, yeah, this is nothing with a 55 VIX. So let's just see. Let's see what happens. You know, I'm hoping for the slight bounce, but if it doesn't, no big deal. Your exclamation be right straight down to 40%. And I'm guessing you're talking about, this is the Dow I'm looking at. Well, shoot, damn. All right, well, shoot, it's off the charts. So 40% from the Dow is somewhere around here, 17,000. Let's call it 18,000, make it a round number. So you're basically saying, exclamation, we're going to 18,000 on the Dow. Let's pull up the monthly. I wish I could write letters and stuff, because We'll say it's right there. We'll write your name on that line, exclamation. But yeah, and I mean, look, it looks like we heading there. I mean, it looks. I can't say it ain't. It looks good. But do we go there in a straight line? Let me ask you that. Are we going there in a straight line down, a straight beam, boom, right to 40%? Or is it going to do a little jiggle down, you know? So are we going down like that little yellow line, or are we going to do something like this to get down here? You know, that's what I want to know. The bottom's when you're burning your cash in a fire to keep warm. Yeah, I mean, this craziness, you know? And when you say all hope is gone, the world is ending tomorrow, generally that's the bottom. You know, when it's just like when I cashed out in 2002, when I cashed out my 401ks or whatever and bought a car with it, that was the bottom. I stuck it out for that whole 2 years and said, fuck it. I'm out. I'm tired of losing $300-400 a month. You know what I mean? Every statement I open a month, you know, just loss for years. I was like, I needed it. I was like, I'm using this money. I'm paying the 10% penalty. I don't care. The 10% penalty is just be the next month's loss. That's how I was feeling. And I even wasn't following the stock market till I stopped following it. It was months later. And then I start kind of seeing what the market's doing because I wasn't in it. And next time I was like, damn, this thing's been going up. Oh, man. Yeah, so got out right at the bottom. And just felt like there was no hope, no loss, end of the world. Kind of stocks will never go up ever again. You start feeling like that, you know. Yeah, so those are my trades. I don't know. I don't think I should put them on. And Twitter's, I had 30 calls of leaps in Twitter. So what is it? It says Elliot, the guy, forget what his. Anyway, they worked the deal and they're gonna keep CEO Jack Dorsey in. I don't think that's a good deal, but you know, I think he should be running the other company Square. But it's funny because when he came in there, God, I can't think of his name. When he came in there and they was talking about getting Jack Dorsey out, the stock went up. Like, yeah, you know, and then now it's like, okay, we're gonna keep him as CEO. The stock goes up. So what does that mean? I don't know, you know, anyway, but I had a lot of, it's probably going to come back down. Yeah, I mean, look at it. I don't know. It's in negative territory now. This thing was up like 4% today. It's down for 30 and then went up to 30. What did it do? Go up to 30. 30? Was that? No, I'm on the monthly. 35, 36? Yeah, it was in pre-market. It was at 30. It was somewhere down here in pre-market, and then it ran up and then went all the way up to 35. Because I wanted to put those calls back on, but they got toppy, and you know I got out somewhere over here, and I was like, Twitter's going down. I'll put them back on later. I made a profit, made a pretty good profit, and then got down to 30. That's when I would have been looking at them, and sure enough, back up to 33. So let's wait. Let's see. Anyway, that's what I've been doing. And Walmart, that's another thing that made me. Walmart's still positive, and I don't know why. Is it because they're hoarding the stores? But it was up, as you see, 120 today. It was up big today. So I'm like, well, you know, maybe that's why. Maybe Amazon could ride that coattail, you know. So I was like, maybe some retail. Anyway, now it's negative, so it's crazy. What are we at the Dow? 2066. So it's just hanging in there. It's kind of bouncing off the bottom now. Not really a clean break. I think it's going to be some action at 3. What is it, about 310? Is that about the time? Power hour? Usually around 310, this thing is going to pick a direction and go. And it's either down towards that 40% or up to try to, you know, the plunge protection team so they can say on the news, yeah, the Dow is only down 500. You know, sounds better than the Dow is down 2,000. This will be in every headline, in every paper, right across the front page. or on your internet, and everybody's gonna see it. And then the next day they calling their brokers and stuff wanting to get out of their 401ks and things like that. So that's what that's what I think. That's why I don't know. We see what happens. It might go down, might go up, but it's gonna move. I do know that. I doubt if it stays here and just goes that way to 4 o'clock. Because if we also move, if we can rally off the bottom, and like I said, temporary, not the bottom, then the overseas markets might kind of do the same, and then buying begets buying and stuff like that. At least double 2008. When you say you said the bottom would be when the Fed announces a huge stimulus package. You think that'll be the absolute bottom, the Fed stimulus package, the absolute? And then you said at least double 2008. Can I go to the monthly? Double. So you're saying the plunge from, that's where you're getting your 40%. Okay, because 2008 was 53%. So 100%? No, it can't be 100%. That'd be zero. Anyway, I don't know what you mean by double. What's the double number? Oh, got a little bounce. It's 251. But anybody been doing some trading? Yeah, that's the most part of my day. Disappointed with those spreads were wide. I could show you an example, but they're not as wide. This is the SPX. We can trade it. Where the hell is my... How's the option chain? Oh, monitor. No, trade. I don't know. I don't even know where my option chain is. What am I missing here? Waiting for data. It's just not here yet. I'm getting no option chain coming in. It's supposed to be right here. Anyway, a bank somewhere has to blow up. I do agree. I said that on the weekend. Somebody's got to blow up. Somebody's going to blow up somewhere. And now that oil crashed like that, down 30% or whatever. See what it is now. 31. Somebody was in futures somewhere selling futures or whatever. I don't know. Somebody is having a bad day. Somebody was having a bad day, because if you look at oil, we was right at support kind of. Somebody was playing for the bounce down here, probably had a bunch of money in there, and boom, nobody's going to think oil's going to move 30% overnight for the most part. So if it's nobody big, there's some little ones out there, some retail investors like me and you, having a bad day. Yes. That candle, there's people out there crying because of this candle right now. But that's crazy. You know what though? I mean, it's funny. I read the headline this weekend. It was actually before the live. I saw where I think it was Goldman Sachs and oil's going to 20. And I'm just thinking, oh, that's just some far out prediction, because when oil's going up, they'll say, yeah, it's going to 100. When it's going down, yeah, somebody's got to pick that super low. It's going to 20. And so I just thought it was one of those predictions. And no, I had no idea what was kind of going on. I had a little bit of idea. I didn't know that it was going to be like tomorrow, which was today. So I was like, wow, I should have kind of dug more into that story. Because, yeah, that was tell you all you need to know. And I knew that we would kind of get in trouble when oil broke 40 as it was going down. Because these shell people, man, they need oil at some people say 50. They definitely don't need it at 30. So let's say 45 to 50. Those guys out there make pretty good money. I know some of them. They're going to be capping wells. I'm just talking about America now. They're going to be capping wells. They ain't going to have a job. They ain't going to be able to pay their mortgages. Unemployment's gonna go up, and banks are gonna start going out of business or whatever, getting in trouble. Nobody's paying their mortgages or you get what I mean. I mean, the whole snowball effect just from the oil being down. You know, you got truckers out there. There's a lot of this oil industry is big here in them shells, you know, and when they start capping them wells, that'll chain react right through the economy. And so yeah, we get a little relief on gas, but you know what? I bet you go to your gas pump, we ain't down 30%. It's gonna take forever to get down 30%, or just go down some. You know, I know it doesn't go down dollar for dollar or percentage for percentage, but you know, they're gonna hold on to that. But if it was a 30% spike up, you best believe those pumps would have been up huge. You wouldn't be able to get gas. You go out there and it's like, boom, oh shoot, I'm paying $3-4. When it goes down, I hate that about fuel. Just, you know, so there's a little relief there for us consumers. You know, that's always the good news about oil plunging. But look, anyway, we're right there basically kind of at the lows. We did go down to 27 overnight, I think, and we're already at 27, 30. That's like 20% off the lows, right? Something like that. So that's the good news. Yeah, that's the bright side. We're already 20% off the lows. This oil rallying right here, it's a little, right? It was just 30.60 just a few minutes ago. It's 31.46 and went up $1. And I don't know if that's causing the Dow to rise. And you know, if oil starts to somehow make a little move back, I mean, that will be a temporary. That'll be temporary bounce. You said Dre hedge with physical gold and silver. Yes, you say that all the time. That's the only safe haven right now. It's only down today because of margin calls. And you know, anything that's hot when actually it's up now. It's going back up. Anything that's hot when the market goes down, you know, generally those kind of stocks or funds, you know, they become like source of funds for like margin calls, like you said. People sell those to raise money for this, you know. So, yeah, you would kind of expect it to happen. But look, it's up. I didn't pull gold up today. I had a feeling it was going to be down. Looked like it spiked up, came down, then went down to 156, and yeah, now it's up. It's up 16 cents. At least the GLD is. That's the only way. Yeah, so will mutual funds start redeeming? Mutual funds, hedge funds? I don't know. I don't know what's next. More bad coronavirus news. You know, what's the next thing to... I don't think anybody thought Monday was going to be the oil day. And I don't think anybody... Well, I won't say anybody. But yeah, he's down big, man. And I wish I would have had straight puts on. I had put spreads on. Wide put spreads. So, I mean, what did I sell? Like I don't even remember. Let's pull it up. I sold like the 2,900 put. I bought the 2,900 put. I bought several spreads and sold something like the 2,750 put. It was 26. So I had nice wide puts, which they made good money. But like I said, the spreads were wide, man. I got shitty fills. But I wish I would have just bought puts. But remember, we was at a 50 fix. Them things were expensive, you know. So just couldn't do it. You know, I wanted to, but I was like, nah, I can't. I don't want to buy no $10,000 put. You know what I mean? And I'm buying the XPX. I could have bought SPY. SPYs were expensive too. I can't remember what their price was. $5 for one. Kind of around pricing right around at the money for a couple, you know, a week or two out, week or 3, 4, you know. So it was just expensive. So I was like, yeah, I'll do some spreads. Anyway, yeah, that's it. So we're 1840. I think the rally is starting, which is full, you know, I'm telling you, this is all government right here. If it keeps going up, plunge protection team doing its thing. But I think it's going to start at 315 though. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Let's, good luck. You spot on exclamation so far. Spot on. You've been saying it all the time, so you've been consistent for sure. That's for sure. And damn, look at that. If you look at this, I'm just now seeing. Maybe a little further down. See, I'm just looking at this leg right here. Generally things are symmetrical, right? Maybe a little further down. Have a feeling, this leg, this, sideways action, then straight down. Even though I know there's gap here and stuff like that, but I don't know. We just been down fast. I mean, damn, it was just 22.14. It was just 2-3 weeks ago. We was at all-time highs, and we were already down 20%. It's just crazy. Anyway, I think we got another 2,000 on the day. 2,000 down day in the barrel. I think so too, because I'm thinking we're gonna have one of them days. What did they say? That's where they actually close the market, or at least we hit that second circuit breaker. I was thinking today. So I think, I was thinking we was gonna hit it today, but I don't know. I just don't know. When we down like this and we're so oversold, and we had limit down on the futures and hitting circuit break, that kind of seemed almost a little bottomish to me, but not total bottom, just like a bounce, because it's a little panicky. People's trying to get out, and maybe they should stay in a little bit longer. And we get one of these little bounces like we've been getting up here. If you go way back, not even way back, just summer, we never really had any sustainable drop. Not saying that we're not going to, but we bounced a lot, so, and now, I mean, we're sustaining. We're just like straight down. This bounce did suck a lot of people in right there, but didn't suck me in. I was like, I wasn't even in it, but I was waiting for the down again. So I don't know. It just seems unnatural just to keep going straight down, So I think maybe we get another one of them bear market rallies where it sucks some more people in and then takes the legs out from underneath them, just, wow, we're up, 1,500, wow, the next day, oh, we're up 1,100. People think it's over, right? They think it's over, and then gets them, and I think that's how it's gonna set up, and then it's like, oh, it's no hope, anyway, all right, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope y'all guys made money, or at least flat. Hope you didn't lose any. I lost money in my because I'm in on the 401ks and my stock portfolio. I was out for a while. I got in somewhere in the middle of this drop. I'll just let it stay. Oh well, long-term money. Anyway, that's it. Yeah, so those are my trades. I'm going to be quick to take them things off. But, I think so. Let's say we have that 2,000 point day down, 2,000 point day down tomorrow. The spreads will be wide again, and I'll get a shitty fill trying to take them off, and I'll even lose more money than what those. So I don't know. That's why I'm telling you, I hate high volatility. A lot of traders like it. It's not me. I don't. Maybe because I trade options. If you trade stocks, maybe it's great. I don't know. Like, it's just I suck at it. You can make good money like today, but you got to be on the right side of the trade, because I had a bunch of puts on. But if we would have somehow woke up because some biotech had a vaccine or whatever, and we was up 2,000 points, those puts would have, they wouldn't have went to zero, but I would have lost a lot of money. So it could have been either way. It wasn't basically a skill. It's kind of was luck. I'm thinking, well, we going down. I think we continue to go down. But since it's so news driven, and a story comes out like that, or Trump tweets some bullshit, and then we're losing money. So that's what I'm saying. So I think a lot when the volatility's up, the market can rip either way hard. It's a luck game to me. You could play the support and resistance, I guess, but I don't know. It doesn't. It seems to work better when the volatility's a little bit because it'll fake you out. You might go start blasting through some resistance, and you're like, oh shoot, we going to the next level. Nuh-uh, you don't. You go, you just flush out. So, and then if you're thinking about it, if you're thinking about getting in, right, just think of last Friday. You're like, oh man, look at that. You could blink, you go to the bathroom, and the thing is up 900 points. And the time you're thinking about your trade, and that's why you can't think. You almost got to be ready to go. I think they say the best traders don't think. It's almost robotic. And I think too much. When I think, I'm like, oh shoot, should I get in that? Yeah, it's good. I'm start looking at, and I'm too late. I'm too late. Can't think. You got to just get in, and then it's up 900 points, and then you do get in, and then you top ticked it, so that's how I feel about volatility. I really hate it. My positions don't work right now. I did like my Amazon position just for the end of the week. Yeah, I was able to, I think I'm safe with it being 150 points away from the action. I don't know though, but like I said, they was only down 75 points today, and we was limit down. I can't see them going too. It looks like there's buyers there. All right. So there we go. This is my little rant. All right. So thanks for watching again. And look, 1760. I'm telling you, here it comes. Here it comes. Here comes the feds. Oh, man. All right. So I'll talk to y'all later, man. Thanks for watching Dre Trades on Twitter. Dre Trades on Instagram. This is Dre right here on YouTube. Comment on any video, and we can have a conversation. I'll talk to you later. Peace.